Vermin.
Vermin?
Smash the moles with both their hammers! Yeah! Smash! Get 'em!
This is a Game & Watch game.
This is a Game & Watch game. It's Game & Watch Vermin, except it's Wario instead of the Game & Watch guy.
We've seen this before.
It's literally that Vermin. One thing that I would like to point out. So first of all, the difficulty level determines how many moles you will need to smash. Also, the score. On level 1, the score ends at 77. On level 2, the score ends at 777. And on level 3, the score ends at 7,777. I thought that was a nifty little extra tidbit. And also, you can clearly see that he already has 2 misses, so if you miss any moles, well, that's game over.
Ah, yeah. That makes sense.
So it's Vermin, it's Game & Watch.
Okay, so he found a demon, this was the,
This was Virtual Boy Wario Land.
That's what I was gonna
And
say.
this was the ending that I didn't actually show on camera. That's one of the things that I really want to. If I ever have time to go back and fix things, that's one of the things I'm gonna do.
Support us on Patreon.
So anyway, he gets this demon, and he decides that he wants to use the demon's power to get him back into Subcon, because he knows that in Subcon they have built a bunch of golden statues of Mario to celebrate him for saving them. So he uses the demon's power to get back into the Dream Realm, to retake the form of Wart, and he goes back to Subcon. He gets his little gang back together with Birdo and the others and such, and
the Shy Guys.
And steal a bunch of golden statues. And then Mario and the gang all dream of Subcon again, and they're brought in and told, hey, the statue's been stolen. Wart's back. Fix it. And so
and there's a voiceover, and things start raining from the heavens.
Yeah, there was this whole weird story that we're not entirely privy to because it was never really recorded properly. Yeah. And like parts of it we could probably find translations for, but it's one of those Satellaview things that's kind of lost to history. So after that, Mario defeats him again as Wart, and this permanently banishes him from Subcon. As far as we're aware, I don't think he's ever going back.
I don't think we're ever going back.
So he comes back, and he's got no gold statues, he's got no more demon because he expended the power, and he's just kind of
He can't get back to his planet because he's Earth.
He's just down and out.
Yeah.
So, well, we've got our next game coming up here.
Our next game is called
Apple Shrapnel. I can crush apples with my bare hands. Impressive? You know it. So this is another Tap A game. It's just like the apple one with the Krygor, except instead of eating the apple, you crush the apple. Like, that's one of the things with the Anything Goes Wario set. Most of the games are like a modified version of a game from someone else's set.
Which makes sense. Wario stole everybody's game ideas.
Yep.
But maybe about him.
So yeah, it's a Mash A game. On level 1, you're crushing an apple. On level 2, you're crushing a Granny Smith apple, which I guess has a harder core. And on level 3, you're crushing 2 apples, dual fisting. And it's just the number of times that you need to Mash A, as usual for these Mash A games. So, after his second defeat in Subcon, Wario either follows Mario to Earth or winds up on Earth after being kicked out of Subcon. One of those. And he's looking around for treasure. He, at some point during his explorations, so this actually may not have been directly... No, right, this was the point. The next time that we see him, he's on Earth, he's exploring around Earth, and he has a variety of art galleries already. So, presumably he just does a lot of exploring and treasure hunting off-camera that we're not privy to. Possibly both on Earth and in the Mushroom World. And he's doing a lot of archaeology, grabbing dinosaur fossils to sell, of course, for money. And just he's being very successful as a treasure hunter now that he is ignoring Mario.
Yeah, it's when he is not following his urge to, like...
When he is suppressing his nemesis urge...
Yeah, he has a desire to, like, naturally seek treasure because he's greedy, but, you know, underneath that is an urge to explore.
Yeah, he is a very prolific explorer. He goes a lot of places, and he finds a lot of treasures.
He's very good at what he does.
And this is the point where new stuff starts coming in. Because he's doing a lot of just exploring around, both on Earth and in the Mushroom World, and here is where he passes through Diamond City for the first time, and he meets Jimmy T. And Jimmy is this sports magnate who loves disco. And Jimmy recognizes Wario as a savvy businessman. Presumably they just, like, meet at a club or something, at a dance club. Wario's having a good night out. Next game up. Unexcite Bike. Drive my lane-hogging chopper, but steer clear of the obstacles. So here we've got a 9-volt style thing. It's NES Excite Bike, except it's not, because it's Wario with his giant motorcycle on the Excite Bike track. And you need to dodge the obstacles, including all the tiny Excite Bikers going the opposite direction.
Where are they going the opposite direction?
I'm assuming that Wario is going the wrong direction.
Ah.
You know, we're looking at it from the other side, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
I still like how Wario looks back.
Yeah, I love that. He, like, looks back as the tiny guys pass by. It's like, what the hell is that? The difficulty level is how many holes there are in the track for you to dodge. There's always holes equal to difficulty level, and then the row of Excite Bikers that you dodge. And that's the game. So, yeah, Wario meets Jimmy T out clubbing, because, you know, Wario does like to spend his money and, you know, have a, good night out once in a while. So he meets Jimmy at a club and gets the hookup about this Mushroom Kingdom Grand Prix race that's going on. The second Mushroom Kingdom Grand Prix race. And, you know, he's saying kart racing is going to be the next big thing in the Mushroom World and Mushroom Kingdom. And, so he, you know, gives Wario the tip to help him get in on the ground floor. Wario builds a stadium, a racetrack, with a stadium with a racetrack, to kind of get in on the action. Hasty Pastry.
Hasty Pastry?
Munch on this cake without getting plucked by the fingers. I love cake.
Oh, that's good. He has a sweet tooth.
So here you got Wario is on top of these cakes, and he's still eating the cake. Look at that.
Yeah.
And, like, this is that one from Krygor's set where the hand, like, drops the strawberry on the cake.
Yeah.
Except this time he's got a bunch of cakes and Wario is infesting the cakes. And you gotta avoid being plucked off by the fingers. The difficulty level is how many cakes there are. On level 1, you've got 3 cakes, so you have a very wide area to run around on. On level 2, there's only 2 cakes, and on level 3, there's only 1 cake. So, you know, you have a narrower area. To get around on.
Escape area.
If you go to the far edge of one of the cakes, you'll start to, like, slide off. You know how in the thing when you drop the strawberry on the edge, it'll kind of slide off? You see it slides off like there? It is a little bit, it takes a little bit longer to move out from the edge once you've slid down like that. You'll never fall off. It's like there's invisible walls stopping you from actually going off of the cake. But it makes it a little harder to move out if the finger's about to pluck you from the edge there.
Oh, they have an advantage in terms of hitbox.
Oh, yeah. Maybe a little. But that's the game.
Okay.
So, yeah, Wario builds this stadium with a racetrack, and we've already moved on to the next game.
Just